Yeah, it's gonna be a podcast that's one step at a time. Oh, that's your glass. Sorry, man. No, you had more ice than yours.
Here.
Yeah, I had more water. Thank you.
No worries.
So, like I said, one step at a time. We're just gonna do the audio for, I don't know, for the umpth amount of episodes, and then whenever I get comfortable and I'm not a hobo, I'll and have my own domain, I'll get video acquired.
Nice. This place is nice though.
I know, eh? You got the temporary apartment in Montreal. Hey everybody, this is Focused, and this is the Focus Podcast number 6 with my buddy Raj.
Hello.
What's up? Say hello.
How you doing?
Talking to the mic there.
I'm talking into the mic. All right.
Right on.
Hello, Mike.
What's your last name again? How do you say your last
Raj Basteo. Yeah.
Right on. So yeah, this is my good buddy from Montreal, and we're just basking in this freaking heat here.
It's hot.
It's
really
hot.
hot.
And it's a third floor old school style Montreal apartment. And it's 29 today. Got up there. Got toasty. And my allergies are back. Sorry, listeners.
My allergies never left. They never left.
They never took a break. They
No.
just said we're working overtime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm from Montreal. I used to live in Los Angeles, which is really dirty. The air is really dirty. And then I moved to Vancouver, which has like the most pristine air in the world. And then I moved back home here to Montreal. And I swear, one day I was passing a construction site, like a big pit in the ground. And I passed by and started sneezing, and I never stopped. That was in like 2010.
Yeah.
And I never stopped sneezing. And I've been like fucking congested ever since, man.
So what happens when you ever go back to BC? Gone?
Oh, yeah. Instantly. Yeah.
My uncle, my dad's older brother, 26, vacates Ontario, never comes back. Him, my aunt, and my dad all have allergies, which they graciously gave to me. And he went out at 26 and never had allergies ever again. Just like gone.
Yeah, I've
completely.
never had allergies before either.
Yeah, but
It can definitely develop, and it can
it's
definitely go away.
here and Ontario.
Yeah.
It's got to be because
There's something about the East Coast. It's just
yeah, I was out all east, very hot weather, all in the Maritimes. And as soon as I basically got to the St. Lawrence on the other side, my allergies started. And then really bad once I got into Montreal. Now I'm here, and it's like right by the, what's this overpass they're
the
redoing?
Turcotte Exchange. Yeah,
Turcotte.
they're tearing it down and putting
So-
up a new one.
As they're tearing it down, there's just like Hollywood blockbuster dust scenes coming down.
Yeah,
And it's so
It's
dusty
like
that
Escape
they...
from New York here.
Yeah, I love that reference. I love John Carpenter, actually.
Yeah,
And
Escape from Montreal.
run! How do you say that in French?
Run,
Yeah, it's just Escape from Montreal.
bouge,
Bouge.
Just move. Yeah.
Boof. Go.
Yeah. But you went to the countryside up there in the Laurentians, didn't you?
Yeah, that was a nice
Yeah.
suggestion, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. That was... what's that? South of Tremblant?
Yeah, Saint Val David.
Yeah, I
and
never
Saint
been
Agathe
up there.
around there. Yeah.
That was good. That was nice. That was an interesting find because you quickly, as is in Toronto, an hour and a half drive, you quickly get out of that condensed city that is the mega
Yeah.
cities in Toronto and Canada.
Yeah, we're looking in North America, you know.
Yeah.
In Europe, they don't have that anymore. Like mostly.
Oh no, you have to
Yeah.
go to like another country to get a certain luxury.
Yeah.
Like good
still have
weather, you
trees.
go to you southern France or southern Italy, or you have to go along the Mediterranean, or
Yeah.
yeah. Anyways,
down all the trees.
let's get into this. This is this is a nice long introduction.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. That's how we do it. So we met through a buddy, both of ours, who I met with music.
Roger Angus.
Roger, he does my did some guitar and some keyboard on my album, and then plays live for me a couple times. And
Yeah.
and I met him. He was doing my banking at TD, and then I went to a local open mic in Toronto, and I saw him there, and I'm like, hey, you were just handling my money today.
Yeah,
And I
he's
was
good.
like, I didn't know you like music, and
Yeah.
so we did the open jam, and then we started recording some stuff together, and then I met you through him.
Yeah.
So just coincidence.
Yeah, I met Roger at UBC in 2004. And yeah, he moved to Toronto, and then that's when we met.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the first experiences I had with Roger were through music as well. Through this band Spirathon.
Okay.
Yeah, that was one of the first bands Roger was in. Pretty good. Pretty
Yeah?
good band. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, some good music.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was really good when you guys played together. Where was that again? In
The
Toronto?
Horseshoe.
The Horseshoe.
The
Yeah.
legendary Horseshoe in
Yeah.
Toronto.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a full backup singer. We had full everything I almost wanted, like a backup singer, 2 live musicians, and pretty much close to the full house of a whole full band, you know. But
Yeah, that was really good.
so we'll get there eventually. So tell us about yourself. Just anything you want. What do you do? What's your what do you do for fun in Montreal here?
Well, we were saying earlier the 17th of October. 17th of October
Yeah.
is going to be
It's, supposed
remembered
to-
in history.
It's supposed to be a certain day
Yeah,
coming up.
yeah.
Yeah, so what's your take on it?
The 17th of October. When is that?
It's the legalization
That's
of
in 1 month.
of the cannabis here in Canada.
Yeah. Today's the 17th of September.
We're gonna
That's-
go to the globe here
What-
and spin the globe and like spin it into the where there's a country that you can get cannabis legally. Oh, right there is Canada, right
That's
there.
it.
Yeah.
So yeah, the
what do you
17th.
what do you think's gonna happen? Like, is it just gonna be slow, or is it just gonna be like a huge onslaught, something that's already been ready to go?
Well, they're planning on building 4 stores, opening up 4 stores in Montreal, which I don't think is enough.
That's like a tease. They're
they're
that's
going to
a
be
shot.
lines.
That's
They're
a
going to be
shot.
lines for days.
a shot for a bunch of alcoholics.
Yeah, it's insane. So I don't know what they expect. But the 17th of October is the date by which provinces and territories are required by law to have cannabis for sale to the general public. Technically, it's already legal. So it's no longer a scheduled substance. It's no longer an illegal substance at this moment. So you can consume cannabis in public right now in Canada.
Yes.
The 17th of October is just the date by which provinces and territories are required to have it available for sale.
So is there did they come to terms on what are the guidelines, or are there any guidelines? They're just like, fuck it, we need to get this by this date.
Yeah, the federal government basically told them if you don't have it for sale, that the federal government will start selling it. And you can get it online from the Government of Canada. Government of Canada approved weed online,
Yeah.
which is nice. But hopefully the provinces and territories come through. There seems to be a patchwork of different regulations and regulatory structures throughout the country, which doesn't really make sense. It's a very loud phone call. out of
Yeah,
the
that's like
street there.
a sunroof open
Yeah.
with the Speaker system on. Yeah, we have to have the door open here because it's so freaking hot. At least we turned the fan off, so that's a little bit of
Mm-hmm.
audio modulation.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I just have a really good suspicion it's gonna be really flimsy coming out of the gate. Like,
yeah.
they had that proposal in Ontario. They said I think the lines of like 40 stores, even 80 stores for 4 cities. I'm like, that's nothing.
Yeah.
For all of Ontario. They said Thunder Bay, Toronto, London, and somewhere else. I don't know. Like, that's not enough.
No.
Are you crazy?
But at least in Ontario, like the only good thing Doug Ford ever did was open up the cannabis industry in Ontario. You know?
Definitely.
Yeah.
If it was in the hands of the LCBO and then just like one government controlled company, it would be fucked up for sure. Totally.
Which is basically how it's going to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who's that run through? Is that run through the
provinces,
liquor board or the
yeah. The SAQ.
SAQ?
Or sorry,
yeah.
SAQ, yeah. Société Alcool du Québec.
Yeah.
Basically are opening up a cannabis store.
So they're just going the guidelines of the LCBO, the same thing.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh.
But in Quebec, the laws are going to be a lot more strict. We can't grow plants here. In the rest of the country, you're going to be able to grow 4 plants per person. But the Quebec government has prohibited that.
And so how are they going to enforce all of this?
You know, they probably won't.
Yeah.
They probably won't.
Yeah.
And so that's why in 10 years, in about 10, 15 years, cannabis legalization is going to look really different than it looks initially. You know, it's going to be a lot wider open, I think. Like,
is it going to be like same as prohibition of alcohol? Like when it first...
Yeah.
Yeah, people should just look at that history too.
Yeah, exactly.
Be like, oh no, it's going to be everywhere. Well, alcohol is everywhere now, but
yeah,
maybe that'll be weed in 100 years.
Or in...
Everything,
yeah.
or even shorter amount of time.
Exactly, yeah.
10,
yeah.
15 years.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's just like smoking it is really just kind of a small percentage of it.
Smoking is going to be a very niche part of cannabis
It's already
consumption.
kind of like I kind of find myself archaic when I'm doing it. It's like
yeah.
In comparison to most people who are vape and or you know.
Well, smoking anything isn't recommended. You know?
No.
It's bad to smoke.
And the percentage of the THC you are able to consume is lower than 50% too with smoking a joint.
Definitely.
But that's
so people are going to be drinking it.
Yeah.
And they're going to be eating it.
That's what the big explosion.
And who knows? They're going to be doing other things.
Yeah,
with it,
the enema.
Yeah, exactly.
Weed enemas. Yeah.
Intravaginal consumption, which sounds fun.
Hey man,
take a nice evening and do that with your
detox.
Your partner,
detox
exactly.
your twat.
Yeah, that's it.
Detox your box.
I like. Sounds good. Highly recommended to all those.
Recommended by 4 to 5 high gynecologists.
That's right. Yeah.
Gynecologists. Oh, geez, I write this own shit myself.
That's right.
Yeah, so what about edibles? Is it going to flip the switch on edibles? Like, is it like is it going to shut that down? Or there's going to be a different compliance guideline as well? Like, if you have it separate here, or I don't know, what's going to fall with edibles? Like,
edibles aren't going to be regulated until 2019.
So they're just going to shut the ones down that have edibles, or give them an ultimatum saying like you can only
Yeah.
distribute this.
Yeah, I don't think they'll shut them down because that doesn't really make any sense
No,
unless they're shutting them down on behalf of the major corporations that are taking over cannabis.
which
That is possible.
which I think is happening to a lot of the stocks
Yeah,
because you see the volume of companies thinning out
yeah.
as it gets closer and closer to legalization. It's like, and some big companies are investing in. Tobacco companies are investing in
The tobacco companies are going to have a field day. Like they are going to have a field day with cannabis,
a
and
weed field day.
yeah, and I don't like that. I don't
No,
like
I
it.
don't like it either
A
because
weed field day. Thanks.
that's
I like that.
that's like entities jumping ship. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
to whatever people want, and something that could be easily grown is all of a sudden obtained, government owned,
yeah,
regulated, taxed, and
yeah. There's going to be Budweiser green drink.
yeah,
Like,
they're gonna go all over, and that's
yeah,
gonna change the
Coors
landscape
Weed
of it.
Light.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Once the corporate gets all over it, it's gonna be boring.
yeah.
It's gonna be like
But I'm hoping there'll be like niche boutique sectors of the cannabis industry.
like
For
Vancouver. Like
yeah,
we went to Vancouver,
exactly.
and I was lost
Yeah,
for politeness in there. I was like, "What the hell is going on here? Am I here for a hair appointment, or am I here for
yeah,
to pick up weed?" But yeah, it was fantastic. Like if this same non-paranoia and you can act like a real business person apply to Ontario would be fantastic. And it was going well for a while. They were paying taxes, and then they just decided to go vigilante on them and shut them all down. And then what happened was they just gave them cash ultimatum, like fine threats. So by June 1st, if you don't shut down, you could be fined up to $250,000.
yeah,
So most of them shut down. But there's still ones that are operational that require a couple of steps to go through. Like you walk in and it's a coffee shop, and then you got to show ID, and then you go upstairs and it's a locked door. And then when you go in the locked door, it's like a whole department store of weed and weed accessibles.
yeah,
And then they're giving it to you in this bag that has like a childproof lock and seal. But I just see it as like that's the overcautious precautionaries that I think that every company is going to have to abide by once it legalizes, right?
Yeah.
Like you have to pay for these super duper childproof dumb people locks, you know?
yeah. I've seen some pretty nice ones too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you have to press it with your
Mhm.
thumb, pull it out, and it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, if you're drunk, it's not going, it's not getting open. You're just
No.
like, fuck it.
No, I think the regulations are going to look pretty different, like in a decade. They really are. It'll be more widely accepted too,
Or they'll just be like suggestions. You might want to not smoke this whole thing in one sitting. That's it.
Yeah.
Because eventually, like any product, they're just going to want you to consume more of it.
Exactly.
And that's going to trump everything else. Like, that's going to push each business, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a brave new world.
It is. And it's going to be a high new world, man. It's going to be really high. And what's interesting is, like, all the people that you... if you look at most people and you think, like, okay, could I get high with that person? Or does that person blaze up, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Most people be surprised like 75% of the time.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody be like, really?
Yeah.
Really? Really?
This is Canada, man. This is not
Yeah.
Texas.
No. And it's going to be a whole different, like, tourist attraction.
Yeah.
It's like a big, huge wonderland of nature, and you can get high.
Exactly.
Legally.
Yeah.
Like, we could just say fuck the States with keep all your shit. we got tourists from all over the world coming here.
That's right.
Yeah.
Diversify.
And our
We gotta
cities are going to be
diversify.
built in like 10 years for modern shit
Yeah.
to do. You know? Not the archaic get around we have in here.
That's it. Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be like those smart cities and all that, you know, and but also at the same time they're going to really looks like we're backlash in the states, but it's only going to be a matter of time with them before each state just slowly legalizes it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a slow move towards legalization across the U.S. And I don't know why big business is very interested in the legalization of cannabis, and the right and the Republicans are all in favor of big business. So I don't know why they aren't seeing the light of the gospel. You know?
Maybe it's an old mindset still that's obviously in the White House, because
Yeah.
there seems to be a theme of the Harry Anslinger hysteria that probably people have lived through. They probably fucking knew the guy. They're probably the same age as him.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous because it's still like mostly influenced by people who believe all that hysteria too.
Yeah.
So it'll outweigh it eventually.
Yeah, there definitely is a generational change, happening.
In Canada, it seems to be just like, because we have lower numbers, also we just have like a more laid back lifestyle, and I guess we have just more of a laid back approach to it, you know?
Yeah. Baby boomers love it.
But what has it been? Is it like the push has been stronger here in Canada or something, or is it just like?
It seems like it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Canada is just like the frontier. There's a lot of space to grow things. A lot of space for greenhouses.
Yeah.
They don't really have that in the States, at least in the states that are interested in legalization, besides California.
So what would be in the cards if Mexico legalized? Like, imagine that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Just
that would change the world.
The U.S. It just like clouds of smoke.
Yeah.
Just like, hey man, kind of pass it over here. Like, hey, no problem.
Yeah, we really don't need NAFTA.
No,
like, we don't need NAFTA.
Do like a weed coalition.
Yeah,
where it like goes around. You do it through the Atlantic and then you do it through the Pacific.
Yeah.
You just bypass the states and you just like go fuck yourself.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. We already have a trade with Europe and with Asia. Just sign a bilateral trade agreement with Mexico, and we're done.
Would just like build a bridge across the U.S. Just like a big, huge escalator bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That'd make a lot of sense.
Yeah. But Barjay, we're going to give you $18 trillion to get started on it.
It'll be finished soon.
It'll be finished in 300,000 years when the sun's too hot.
Exactly. The sun's already too goddamn
Holy
hot.
fuck,
I
dude.
think.
I saw this thing and I believe it now. It's just, they said in the next 3 years it's going to be even hotter in the cities.
Yeah.
And all these buildings equal reflection with the sun.
Yeah.
And we're like all under magnifying glasses down there.
Cities are on average 10 degrees hotter than the countryside around them.
Ooh.
10 degrees hotter. That's why on Canada Day here in Montreal it was 45 degrees with the Humidex. 45.
That's like
45 degrees with the Humidex.
Bangladesh.
Yeah, it was hotter in Montreal than it was in New Delhi with the Humidex.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty bad. You were down there in the Dominican, right? It was hotter here than it was in the Dominican.
Yeah, it was a cool 30 down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, okay, I can bask in the shade and I'll be all right.
Yeah.
Like 45, you can't even breathe.
Yeah.
You.
I thought I was going to have to move to the Arctic, but now the Arctic's getting hot.
Yeah, it's gonna come here soon.
Yeah, the Arctic's getting real hot.
What's the latest up there? Is it another ice chunk breaking off the size of Connecticut or something?
Size of France or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
holy jumping.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nothing at all. Don't worry about it, folks.
No.
Nothing to see here.
No, this year.
Nothing's going on.
Yeah. Keep on moving. Keep on moving. Yeah, a large part of Greenland broke off this summer. Yeah.
Regardless, it's still is the globe getting warmer? Yeah. So there's global warming.
Yeah, and there's actually a runaway train effect.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we're on the fucking shit train.
Yeah, we are on the shit train, and it's running
It's
away.
gonna be get your flood pants out.
Yeah.
Look at what was it the other day in Calgary? It's snowing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing to see here, folks. Move along.
It did snow in Calgary a few days ago in the dead of summer.
Well,
Yeah.
eventually we'll all be too high in Canada to really notice.
That's it.
Oh, dude.
That's it.
There he goes on the dinghy again.
You know, they got to start building like domes, giant domes with greenhouses in them all across the north, you know?
For sure, man.
Yeah,
Just so when we have to run up there,
exactly.
we're like, okay, we're here. Sorry.
And you know, such a transitional moment in Canadian history was when the Trans-Canadian Railway was completed,
Ah.
which connected Canada from coast to coast.
Yep.
Now, we need some sort of form of transportation, high-speed transportation that goes north, coast to coast to coast, all three coasts.
Oh yeah.
So we need to get up there.
Yeah, we need to do some sort of
Like a bullet train or a hyperloop.
modern
Hyperloop.
transportation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
I'm not getting Elon Musk on this.
That's right.
Get like that underground shit he's talking about,
Mm-hmm.
that fucking tunnel shit.
Yeah.
There's
Elon
lots
Musk
of room
is
to go down, he said.
yeah, exactly.
Lots of digging room. Yeah, that would make all the sense in Canada because yeah, okay, here's the good argument with high speed train. You need flat surface so you can go through like Saskatchewan. Ontario be tight. So you need like long stretches of flat surface for high speed trains.
Mm-hmm.
And then you need pretty good to decent weather conditions. So it'd be tough in Canada to have
There's
maintain
definitely
high speed train tracks. But the
Montreal,
best way to
Toronto
go
corridor.
would be underground.
Yeah,
Fucking do it underground.
yeah,
It's possible. Do it up. Or yeah, connect old corridors or whatever links that for parts of the leg would use old connecting
yeah. Talking
tracks
about
or whatever.
climate change and old infrastructure like that. Churchill has become disconnected from the rest of the country because their railway was just interrupted by a big shift in the land. Yeah, so they haven't had access by land to the outside world in what has it been, like about a year now?
That's fucked up.
Yeah, Churchill.
That's way in the Northwest Territories, right?
No, Churchill, Manitoba.
Oh, Manitoba.
it's
Yeah,
just right
it's pretty
above,
close to the territories, right?
Northern Ontario.
Yeah, that's way up
Yeah,
there, though.
yeah, that's pretty far up there. Yeah,
Holy
it's just
moly!
on Hudson's Bay.
Wow.
Yeah, there was a train going up there.
So what would you? That's the thing. Like, what would like other modes of transportation to get to these obscure places, right? Like, that's where I think the military, like, we pay for the military to do. I think
Mm-hmm.
like that would be something that a job that they would handle, right? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, the military should definitely get the Civil Corps of Engineers to build some high-speed transport up north.
yeah. Well, isn't the only way to get through when you're driving through Canada? I've never done it, but there's that northern part to drive through.
Yeah.
And if you want to go down to Toronto, that's just like another day.
Yeah.
Like they go down and then go back up. But there's a northern part that you can drive right through if you want to pass right through Ontario. If you're
Up
going
by
coast to coast.
Kapuskasing up
Yeah,
there?
way the fuck
Yeah.
up there. It's like 10 hours north of Toronto.
Wow.
It's like halfway on Ontario.
Yeah.
So, all you geography nuts out there, Ontario is the biggest piece of land province probably in the world. One of them.
It's
And
big.
Quebec is even bigger.
Yeah.
So Quebec's even way
Yeah.
bigger.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
I went up north to Tadoussac, and that's nowhere. It's like way north of Montreal, but nowhere close to. Like it's still 13, 14 hours away driving to Labrador.
Yeah. Yeah, it's huge. Did you see some whales over there in Tadoussac?
No, but there was lots
lot of
of.
whale watching.
There was a business there that they sent like 3 boats out a day.
Well,
So it's just, I guess it's just a certain distance you get out on the water, and they're there all the time.
yeah.
They must go like
Wow.
clockwork. They're like, all right,
Yeah.
morning, Ed. It's clocking in.
There was this a narwhal. There was a narwhal that was discovered recently. That was adopted by a pod of belugas.
What?
Yeah, in the Gulf of St. Lawrence.
That's dope.
So this narwhal, swum too far south, and I think was blown off course by the current.
Really?
Yeah, and was adopted by these belugas. That's pretty crazy.
Because that's where I was up near Tadoussac is where you could see the belugas.
Yeah,
Like that's up near around there was like, or no, on the other side. I don't know. He's got a caller. It says, go for it.
Hello?
So yeah, I don't remember where we left off, but whatever.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No worries. It's a phone call. Phone call's a phone call. So we're gonna take a break after this Focus podcast.
Oh yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And the phone call was dismissed. So was not important.
You sound like Jean Chrétien.
I know. I do willing to choke a man who comes too close to me
Pepper.
in the reporting area. You took me for a view the other day for up the old what do they call it? Prime Minister Way there?
Oh yeah.
Where's that?
Summit
Explain.
Circle.
Summit Circle.
Yeah.
Explain to the viewers in Montreal.
Yeah, Summit Circle is a very nice lookout point in Westmount. In Westmount, the
Westmount.
very leafy municipality of Westmount.
Meet
Yeah.
you for brunch up in Westmount.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So there's like an upper and a lower Westmount?
There is an upper and a lower Westmount, yeah. And when talking to Pierre Trudeau, Brian Mulroney said to him, you know, it doesn't matter how rich you are, I fucking live higher up the mountain than you do. Meaning that he lived in more upper Westmount than Trudeau did, yeah.
Upper Westmount.
Yeah, exactly.
I hope they said fucking too, because that
He
would
did.
that would just show
That's
that
a
he's
direct
just
quote.
like more privileged to be born up in the upper part.
That's right.
And it's just like, I shit on you. You're lower than me.
Yeah.
Peasant.
Exactly.
You're in my piss stream.
Jean Chrétien, though, he was from the countryside.
Yeah,
He was
you could
from
tell.
Shawinigan.
This guy, you didn't fuck with him, man.
Yeah.
He was just like, all right, I'll choke you out.
Oh man, his wife knocked somebody over the head who was breaking into 24 Sussex with an Inuit carving.
Oh, I think
She
I
took
vaguely
an
remember
Inuit
the
carving
story.
and just clocked this dude over the head who was trying to kill Jean Chrétien.
This family's like ready,
Yeah.
like vigilante ready.
Oh, yeah.
They're like trained by like the Batman movie or something, you know? They're
Yeah.
like out in the middle of nowhere trained
Exactly.
in this little cave somewhere.
Yeah,
The
That's it.
Cretchens.
the Chrétiens.
Don't fuck with them.
You don't want to fuck with them, no.
I like the thing I liked about him was there was a war with Iraq, and he was like, "I fuck you. This is not
Yeah.
our war. Go fuck
Exactly.
yourself."
Yeah, Jean
America.
Chrétien didn't join the war in Iraq.
No.
That was one of the greatest things Canada ever did, you know?
He had to be replaced.
Yeah. And I saw Jacques Chrétien one time at the Young Liberal convention, and he spoke to the Young Liberals, and he said, you know, when him and his wife Hélène retire, they're going to sit on their porch and they're going to smoke a doobie. And he was talking about legalization.
This is like
Yeah.
mid-90s,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
No, that was the early 2000s.
Okay,
but
but still,
he did have a
eons
plan for
ago.
legalization in the mid 90s as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, he was replaced, I want to say 2005 or something.
4.
4. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm close.
Yeah,
But he was like, who was it? Paul Martin replaced
Well,
him for a bit.
he resigned and Paul Martin took over, and then the Liberals lost.
And then there was a re-election. Yeah.
in 2005. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Yeah. To Stephen Harper.
Dr. Evil.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
they-
exactly.
yeah. Petting bald kitties
Yeah.
in his oil chair.
I was talking a few days ago with Roger and Diana, and
Yeah.
we were talking about how behind the Parliament building in Ottawa, there's a replica of a cat parliament where cats used to live.
Really?
A bunch of cats. Yeah, feral cats on Parliament Hill. And Stephen Harper and his wife really supported the cats. Very strange. Very strange. Yeah.
Ooh, it says a lot.
Yeah, it does. But
There's a-
eventually, the cats were all adopted out, which is good. So they closed down the replica cat parliament.
Wow.
Yeah, strange
I wonder
things.
if he went there and just like dictated the cats.
He
like,
might have. Stephen Harper might have.
He
You know?
walked out on him and
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't.
yeah,
put
I
it
can
past
see him do it. He was like dope on the mic, man. Did you ever see him perform live?
Oh yeah,
Oh wow,
yeah.
that was
plays the piano.
yeah.
Yeah, he thought he was very talented.
Oh
He
yeah,
thought he was
that
very
was
good.
yikes.
Yeah. And he wrote a book about hockey.
Yeah. That he
was
like
very into hockey.
shoved down everybody's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
remember.
exactly.
I work all over the sports area. Yeah. Well, there was times he came to the arena, the Maple Leafs area arena, and lots of security.
Yeah.
Always up
I
and
bet
down
traffic.
the elevator. Yeah. And I don't know if there was much security for Chrétien back in the day,
No, not really. You know.
because it was just like he'd be in the seats in the hockey game, and it's like,
Yeah,
oh,
exactly.
there he is, hello. And then after, even when Harper started, there wasn't much security for him, but it was like after there was a little negative backlash,
Yeah.
right? And then he didn't sit in the crowd at the games anymore. It was like
I mean,
he had his
Chrétien,
interviews in the corner with
people got
security
real
after.
close up to Chrétien.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Chrétien got pied in the face once.
And then the guy got choked. Or
Yeah.
was that was a separate
Yeah.
issue, right?
That was a separate incident. Yeah.
Yeah.
But a guy got close enough to Jean Chrétien and he pied him in the face.
I remember that guy was notorious. He went
And
and
he
like
pushed him. Yeah.
he pied a lot of people.
Jean Chrétien pushed the guy after he got pied
Oh,
in the face. He
yeah.
just pushed him real fucking hard. Yeah.
And he fell down.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. And then the second time, I think Jean Chrétien was a little bit spooked, and some guy came real close to him, and that's when he choked a guy out.
He choked a guy.
He choked a guy out. Yeah.
No, did he?
In his Wayfarer sunglasses too. Yeah. Yeah. He looked
Didn't even
real.
miss a beat. He's like in a fucking Clint Eastwood movie or
He
something.
was. Yeah.
Come here, punk.
Yeah. And then I think there were several incidences, either two or
Wasn't
three.
he headlocked? Am I imagining things?
Yeah.
Or did he headlock
Yeah,
a guy
he
another
headlocked
time?
him.
He
He
headlocked,
headlocked
the dude.
him. Yeah.
Was it
Yeah.
the same guy?
Yeah. It was the same guy that he choked out.
Yeah, he choked out and headlocked.
He choked him out, and then
Yeah,
brought him
he
in for a
just,
headlock.
like UFC'd him.
Yeah. That was before UFC. Yeah. I think there were several instances, either one or two or three instances where somebody tried to break into 24 Sussex, and they actually got in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's the story about Harper who, when the shooter came in, he went in the closet
He hid in
somewhere.
the closet. Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
like, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So what we were talking about outside, we were talking about how it's going to transpire legalization into like criminal watching, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess like
Yeah, even this week, the United States Homeland Security, they said, investors in cannabis stocks, even them might be barred from entering the United States. Like, I really don't know what they're doing.
half of Canada probably.
Yeah, half
And
of Canada, more than half of Canada.
so people that purchase, so okay, is it gonna? No, it's just gonna be. You just have to show your ID to
Yeah,
purchase, but
just make
it's
sure
gonna
you're
show
above
on your
the age
Visa
limit.
records or your debit or
Absolutely,
so.
absolutely. The government is starting to talk about
Which is it gonna give them more? It's gonna give them more BS leeway to search you in your car and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
at least in the States. Yeah, definitely.
yeah,
But the government is starting to talk about how the information from purchasing cannabis shouldn't be processed through the United States because because the Americans are going to get our information.
yeah.
They are going to get our information and they're going to use it.
Isn't that part of like that was kind of part of the Pacific deal or that's like part of the
Well, the new NAFTA,
the new NAFTA.
yeah,
That's
the
what I'm
new
thinking about.
NAFTA discussions, the United States wants full control
Over our
over
internet, and
all our
everything.
internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck
Like
that.
every single thing Canadians do on the internet will be open to surveillance in the United States legally now. Like they're already doing it, but now it's going to be legal to do that.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah. Just like complete 100% open information throughout North America.
So that's like anything that could be anything could be held against you.
yeah,
Whatever they want.
absolutely.
You
Yeah.
just
So
alienate
now
those.
they're trying to come up with a legal route to what they're already doing. Like the United States already has global warrantless surveillance. They're
Yeah.
already spying on everybody's electronic communication.
Yeah.
Now they're trying to come up with a legal way to do it.
Well, now they're gonna have a scare tactic excuse to tell the general public, oh
Yeah.
look, they're all high. Don't trust them, but definitely don't trust high people.
Exactly.
And look, half the country's high, and they're letting in tourists
Yeah.
that are coming in getting high, and they could bring it over here and sell it and ruin it and rape your daughters. Yeah, it's
That
like
definitely is plausible.
there's
yeah.
still like a lot of boogie boo, in this
Mhm.
United States, so you can fool a lot of people. Look who got fucking elected.
Yeah.
You
The
could scare a
tactics
lot of people.
of fear. Yeah.
Tactics, yeah.
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 Yeah. Exactly.
It's workable to more than half the country still.
Yeah.
Well, they're super religious too, as well. You want to throw that in the mix? Argue it up, people. Argue
Exactly. Yeah.
It up. Yeah.
It's strange. All these very religious people voted for a man who seems so amoral and irreligious.
Exactly.
Like there was.
But
a
you
big,
notice now how he throws in the God in the mix now
Mhm.
is because he has to.
Yeah.
That's what George W. did. He just got right into that God right after 9/11.
Exactly. Yeah.
And they just straight up quoted it. He's just like, all right, people will just, like, if I tell them shit that they've already heard.
Yeah.
And then now Trump is like throwing those little tidbits in it here. And
George W. Bush said God told him to invade Iraq. Like
yeah, I remember that.
That's wow.
That's as
insane.
chaotic as some people are about
Yeah.
religion in the States.
Yeah.
Well, it's the States and some parts of the Middle East that are the
Saudi
most
Arabia.
berserk
Yeah.
about religion.
Yeah.
I don't
Saudi
know.
Arabia and the United States evangelical Bible Belt
On both
are
sides.
very similar.
Are
Yeah.
nuts. Exactly. Yeah, they believe every word for word that this is what it is, and blow them up.
Yeah. It's something about that oil. What is it
Yeah.
about having oil
It
beneath
affects us.
the land? Yeah. Yeah.
Well, there's another segue we're going to talk about. I think weed will be the only industry that can put the oil industry at bay.
Oh wow.
Like with weed comes the next step is hemp. Like then you can challenge the whole petroleum company, like the whole petroleum industry.
That sounds amazing.
Shut them,
That
not shut
sounds
them down
amazing.
completely because that's not going to be possible.
Yeah.
But if you're going to burn something still, you might as well burn fucking hemp and weed. Or at least let's change all of our products to hemp. Like imagine buy biodegradable little things of throwaway daily plastic shit
Yeah.
that are made out of hemp, and
Hemp is
eventually
so versatile.
they break down after a week or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
It's there. The technology's there for cups and straws and all that. And
At the dawn of
I don't know how
cannabis-
much it costs and what it takes to
Hemp is
produce
cheap.
that, though.
It's
like,
cheap.
yeah, exactly, right?
At the dawn of cannabis prohibition, in the 20s and 30s, the paper and pulp industry, they're the ones who made cannabis illegal.
Yeah.
Because they were threatened. Hemp is so versatile. Anything can be made
I
out of
want
hemp.
clothes. I've been
Yeah.
searching high and wide for
Yeah.
like
Hemp linen.
hemp
Yeah.
clothes and yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it just could replace so many products, and there's that pushback, and pharmaceuticals at the same time are going to lose a lot out, and alcohol, I think,
Well, the pharmaceutical industry are really
are fucked.
investigating like how they can use cannabis now too.
Well, now
Yeah.
they're going to probably mix it into, say if there's certain products, right? Now it's going to be used almost like a way they use aloe vera. Aloe vera is mixed into every medical daily cosmetic product you get now, right?
Mhm.
Or coconut oil.
Yeah.
Same as going to be with weed or hemp. It's going to be infused, right?
Yeah.
Like that'll be the platform. Like the big pharmaceuticals will still take over and take a piece of it. They'll invest in it
Exactly.
heavily, and then they'll jump ship.
Yeah.
Just like the tobacco companies are, as we're saying, like some of these major companies are getting invested heavily by old tobacco companies.
Mm-hmm.
Just jumping ship, taking all that money they have, and so
And you were talking about the tobacco companies investing in food now, right?
they did that a long time ago. They bought. I'm not 100% sure, but look it up, folks.
Yeah.
Don't make me do all the work. It's they heavily invested like Nabisco and like a lot of cereal companies
Yeah.
and all that, where nowadays people are actually coming out and saying like, look, there's pesticides in these foods, there's
Yeah. Glyphosate.
glyphosate and all that,
Yeah.
where people were conspiracy theorists 10, 15 years ago, and now everybody's doing memes about them.
Of
It's
course,
like,
yeah.
it's been in the ingredients on your box for fucking 30 years.
Yeah.
Since day one.
Exactly.
But people fought hard to get those ingredients on the cereals
Yeah.
and food. Like that was a long battle.
Yeah. Some of the highest trace amounts of glyphosate tested in foods are in children's cereals.
Yeah, like weed killers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really really insane.
Yeah.
Like kids are eating cereal that's tainted with glyphosate. That's just untenable.
There was a major case in the United States. I can't remember what it was, but it was like chemicals versus the United States.
Yeah.
So they were being sued left, right, and center because the Industrial Revolution was changing. And then all of a sudden, like, chemicals change forms into different products, everyday products, like,
Yeah.
were, you know.
Yeah, they invented a lot of these
Made a-
things, you know,
yeah.
as mechanisms of war.
Yeah.
You know, to wage war. So many of the petrochemicals we use today were invented during Vietnam. You know,
Well, what's the one company they only made like a weed killer or something?
Dow Industrial Chemical.
Yeah, but you trace it back, and they're the ones that dropped Agent Orange. So
Yeah.
they're like,
Well, yeah,
now they make like weed repellent, and that's in your cereal.
yeah, exactly. That's
So
they,
Agent Orange to your cereal.
they were dropping that in the jungles of Vietnam, and now
In
it's in
just
your
a couple
cereal.
generations, you know.
Exactly. Yeah, that's pretty insane.
Well, yeah, I don't remember 100%, but I vaguely remember all the ingredients on the boxes in the 80s.
Yeah,
Like I remember more games and shit
yeah,
on it to
yeah,
occupy you,
exactly.
and there
Yeah.
was a prize in there.
You definitely take your attention away from the ingredients list there.
There was always a prize in every cereal
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I remember that too. Yeah.
I remember the day when it was they finally, all right, we finally gave away the last fucking prize. No more free prizes. We're done.
Yeah.
Because I don't see, like, I've seen boxes of cereal and I've opened it up and I haven't seen it
Not anymore.
in decades.
No.
That's
Some-
good.
some-
We should research that.
Some tiny little toy manufacturer in China probably closed down.
yeah.
And yeah.
The cereal toys.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many
Oh, man.
lives have been lost for cereal
Yeah.
toys?
I really have no idea. Probably a lot.
There's some decent toys in there. They were like,
Yeah.
I don't know what they were, but yeah.
A brave new world, man. Brave new world.
Yeah, that's what we're coming up to in Smoke 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting. Well, 2020's coming up. It all kind of,
2020 is coming up real fast, yeah. It's a few more months of 2019 or 2018 left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Is
President of the United States is going to be impeached.
Yeah, it's going to be. This is interesting times. This is watching the wheels go by.
Yeah. Yeah. Mike Pence might set up the Republic of Gilead.
That guy's a nut job. What a nutty.
Calls his wife mother.
What?
Yeah. Mike
Really?
Pence calls his wife mother. Yeah.
Has it been like seen live?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like an old timey thing.
Yeah,
It's
that's
pretty,
like a
pretty
old
weird.
fucking
Yeah.
pervert
Yeah.
thing.
It's very strange.
He's pretty wacko. Like, that's what I'm saying too, okay? It's like, it's great that Trump would get what he deserves, but to have him shut down and Pence step up,
He's even worse.
that would be
Pence is
scary
even
as fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, Pence is already controlling Trump.
he's probably the one.
What's gonna
That's
happen when
what it
he's-
usually happens. Like when George Bush was all hunky dunky,
Yeah, with
everybody
Dick
was saying
Cheney.
Dick
Yeah.
Cheney was running the show. It's
Exactly.
pretty much how it goes. Like,
Yeah.
even probably old Biden was probably running some puppet shit for,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's how it works.
And then, yeah.
But yeah, Pence is even scarier than Trump. Even scarier.
Fucking moron.
Yeah.
It's like, imagine if aliens came like every few years to watch our progress, see what's going on.
Yeah.
And then they came back just a year or so ago and they're like, did we go back
What
in
happened?
time? Did we?
What happened here? Yeah.
Like, the technology and everything's advancing that we left here.
Yeah. But
What just
everybody
happened?
seems dumber. What happened?
Yeah,
What
it's like,
happened
did we
here?
get they more stupider?
Yeah.
They should put on
uh,
a show for the world.
The lights are on and nobody's home.
No,
Yeah.
like, the thing that was going through my mind today when I walked back from getting groceries is the state that everything's in now. It's like almost the keys were given to the crazy people
Yeah.
on purpose.
Yeah.
To just be like, all right, we're going to stop trying to control everybody. We're just going to let it go as crazy as possible on all ends. Just
Pretty much.
let everything loose.
Yeah.
And then the most insane, ridiculous people will give them the power.
Yeah.
Like,
That's definitely what's going on.
like, you can't fight this thing with weed. Like, the whole thing is eventually gonna turn over for the states.
But I do like your optimism about the cannabis industry replacing big oil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see that happening, but wow, it's either gonna be a big fight or it's just gonna be a big switch of investment,
Yeah.
right? But the thing is like, I guess with oil, I don't know if you can control it more or you can like monopolize it more than hemp, because anybody can really, I guess it's easier. Anybody can grow hemp, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, anybody can grow hemp.
Basically, a lot of stuff is based on the highway and petroleum company and car companies.
Yeah.
Those three things together, there's a whole lifestyle we live that is based around Those three things.
Exactly.
And I watched I watched recently again, I watched Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Oh, that's a good movie.
And it's about the death of the streetcar.
Oh, yeah, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a long time since I
in
saw
the
that.
40s, LA had this intricate streetcar line. It is fast and cheap, and the whole base of the movie is Toontown is the suburb, so you can get anywhere for like a nickel with the streetcar.
Wow.
So what they were going to do, and they were already in the process of doing, was linking every city in the United States with these streetcar lines. And it would be like half an hour to an hour to get from each city to each city.
Amazing. Wow.
That would have been dope. And they would go probably like 100K.
Wow.
And then you sit back and relax.
Yeah.
And it would be like $2. Right? So what changed everything was the idea of this personal car and the freeway.
Yeah.
The freeway changed everything because there was no real big highways that was interconnecting the cities. So the evil part of the bad guys, Christopher Lloyd, he's like the petroleum guy. Remember they had that barrel where they buried the tunes?
Yeah.
So I guess that's a metaphoric way of like petroleum.
Mm-hmm.
And then so when at the end when he's ready to kill Roger and his wife, it's like he starts going on about highways and freeways, and they're like, what's a freeway? And he explains to him it's like this new future, and he explains it all. He's like, get on and off personally on your own. There'll be restaurants and all this stuff. And I thought about it as I was driving my whole East Coast trip. And I'm like, yeah, this whole world is based on those three things. Like the personal car, the highway, and the petro.
Yeah.
Like
the trifecta.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's enslaved the world.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Imagine if like we have all the technology we have, but everything was streetcars that were modern streetcars, and they were all fast within city to city.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be a whole different world.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, mass.
The cities would be different. Cities would. I don't think they would be as congested as they are. Maybe they might be, but they might be spread out better, or you know. It's interesting. It's But weed, that might have been like the same time frame when weed was frozen.
Yeah.
Because you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was.
Like after the war. That's an interesting thing too.
Yeah, who killed the electric car, you know?
Yeah, it all ties into the interruption of legalized weed and hemp.
Mm-hmm.
So, what will the future hold? In the year 2020. All right, I don't know. You got anything else we could talk about? I think we got 25 minutes here.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, we covered a lot of stuff.
Yeah, this is fun. I like this.
Yeah, thanks for joining, buddy.
Hello, everybody out there in Radio Land. This is...
Tune your dials to October 17th. Get your weed. And then
we'll be all
travel to the States as much as possible before October 17th, and then say, go fuck yourself after that.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boycott the United States.
I'm going to be officially banned because like I already have my own personal work-related problems.
Yeah.
And this will solidify the deal because I'm invested, and they'll be like, sorry, no, see you later. I don't want to go anyways. Fuck them.
I don't want to go either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This country's so big.
That's right.
I drove around it.
Canada's the second largest country in the world.
Yeah. I drove around it, up around New Brunswick there, and I'll go around you guys. Fuck around. Fuck off.
That's right.
So, go elsewhere, folks. USA. Go away.
That's right.
Thanks, buddy. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, my friend. It's really fun.
Focus Podcast number 6. Numero 6. From Montreal.
Woo!
We're out here in the boiling hot. Raj, Focus. See you later.
Take care.